Hare Krishna. So the question is, who am I? This is the most important question on any spiritual path. It is very sad that these days we are encouraged to research and study everything around us except inquiring who we are. When you ask somebody, may I know who you are? They are perplexed because the question is so easy and the answer they see or they think is very easy. So they identify themselves with the name. They say, I am so and so, I come from this place, I have this degree, and this is my profession, etc. But the Bhagavad Gita explains that anything that changes is never eternal. Look for the weather. The weather keeps changing. So when I ask you what's the temperature, what's the weather for this place, you cannot say it's summer, you cannot say it's winter because it changes. Similarly, anything that changes is never our true identity. The Bhagavad Gita starts off with this point that we are not this body. Arjuna is very perplexed on the battlefield of Kurukshetra because he doesn't have the confidence, so to speak, to fight with his own men. Drishtvemam swajanam Krishna. So Krishna breaks that illusion by saying that we are not this body, Arjuna, we are spirit soul. And this spirit soul accepts different bodies. Through common sense argument, if you say, this finger is my finger, but can I say I am this finger? Definitely no. Anything that is mine or I identify as mine is not I. So I can say this hand, this is my hand. You can write with this, you can play mridanga with this. It works the way I wish to. But I am not this hand. This is my hand. On the same logic, we could say this body is my body, therefore I am not this body. Also on the basis of language or the usage of language that we have in the present generation, we say when a person dies or he leaves his body, we say so and so person passed away. Now what is that concept of passing away? The eyes, the ears, the nose, the hands, the legs, everything that we saw still exists. So what is that factor which has left? That is the spirit soul. We also say so and so person left his body. So when you say somebody left his body, which means he is distinct from his body. This is how Bhagavad Gita answers or encourages us towards the point of universal equality. We find that I'm American, I'm Indian, I'm Pakistani, I'm Russian. But if you closely analyze, all of them are qualities of this body. So as soon as we say we are not this body, then we are all equal. We are all equal. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini shuni chaiva shvapake cha pandita samadarshina. Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita, a true pandit, a true scholar, is not he who quotes a lot of verses, but he who has this divine vision of seeing everyone equally. He could be a Brahmin, he could be a Shudra, he could be a dog, or it could be an elephant. Everything has a spirit soul. So the answer to the question, who I am, is we are spirit souls. What is this nature? What is the nature of the spirit soul? How does it look? What are the symptoms of the spirit soul? The scriptures describe that this spirit soul has the size which is very, 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 very insignificant, and therefore we can't even see it with our naked eye. The dimension of the spirit soul is described as follows. You take you take your hair, you take the tip of the hair, kesha agra, which means the tip of the hair, and divide the tip of the hair into 10,000 parts. One such part is the size of the spirit soul. It's so astonishing that when this part, which is so insignificant, enters the womb and accepts a body, we say that person is living. And when this insignificant part leaves the body, we say the person is dead. So this insignificant part is considered to be or understood on the basis of the Bhagavad Gita as a part and parcel of Krishna. Mama ivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manasasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that every living entity is my fragmental eternal part. So everyone is spirit soul. Wherever there is life, there is spirit soul. And every spirit soul is part and parcel of the same God. And the nature of the spirit soul is to seek happiness. So therefore we find whether somebody is an Indian, somebody is an American, somebody is in a dog body, or somebody is in a cat body, they all seek happiness because that's the fundamental nature of the spirit soul.